Alternative Digitalk. Real issues, real talk.
Hi Rogers, can I ask you something?
Shoot.
What does corruption mean?
Well, summarily, corruption is abuse of public power for personal gain or for the benefit of a group to which one owes allegiance. For example, when a public office is abused by an official,
Amacha amalungi eri gwe munnange atwekumiddeko era nkwaniriza nnyo ku program eya Mighty Drive ey'olunaku olwaleero lunaku lwa 4 ennaku z'omwezi 26 omwezi tuli mu gwa Ssebaase kuba muyite June omwaka 2025 nkwaniriza era nga nze Omumbejja Luwedde Lilian okutuusa ku program eno. Tugenda kwatambula ffenna okutuuka ku ssaawa 4 ez'amakya g'olunaku olwaleero nga twogera nsonga zikwatagana ku bakyala era nga ngenda kubanga negatiddwako mugenyi wange olunaku olwaleero omukyala amanyiddwa nga Nakayinga Gift ate nga ono ate aina woman Blossom Summit season eyokusatu agenda kubanga agitubulirako ebigitambulirako biyitirivu nnyo ebibuuzo ebyokumubuuza biyitirivu nnyo omulamu abatambulidde ku ki n'ebirala bingi nnyo bye tugenda okubanga ate twogerako naye katanaba kubanga negatako ngenda kuyita mu updates zaffe ez'olunaku olwaleero nyongera okutangazaako ebimu ku ebyo ebigenda mu maaso mu ggwanga Uganda n'ebitundu by'eggwanga ebyenjawulo so nsaba gwe atanaba kubanga otwegatako genda butereevu ku pages zaffe The Alternative Uganda ne TikTok TV ku Facebook jemikutu kosobola otukwatira live so nga ate YouTube channel yaffe eri The Alternative Uganda ku platforms endala kwetuli ku X yali emanyiddwa ennyo nga Twitter wotekamu at The Alternative Uga osobola okubanga otutuukako butereevu so nga ate ku Instagram nawe osobola okubanga oyitirayo kale n'obanga otugoberera ku mikutu egyo egy'enjawulo naye kantambule mpola mpola okusobola okulaba nti nkutuusaako updates zange ez'olunaku olwaleero tubenga ate tutambulira wamu omanye ebifa ewaffe ate naawe osobola okubanga obitegera gwawangaalira emitala w'amayanja ngenda kubanga ntandika amawulire gaffe ag'olunaku olwaleero ne munnamateeka Aaron Kiza kakati ono yali yakwatibwa ku ntandikwa y'omwaka guno era ng'ono munnange yali mu General Court Marshal eyo ng'awolereza Richard Kano Dr. Kiza Besigye ku misango oboolyawo gyakyalebukana nagyo naye mu kubanga amuwolereza waaliwo okusikangana omugwa wakati we n'ab'ebyokwerinda era nga kino kyekyaviirako okubanga asimbibwa munnange mu maaso ga chairperson wa General Court Marshal ebiseera ebyo munnange Freeman Mugabe nabeera nga asindikibwa ate ekitalya okubanga yeebakayo okutuuka omwezi okumala emyezi 9 mirambirira era ng'ono ate bannamateeka be bakola butaweera butaasa mukono okulaba nti afuna munnange eddembe oluvannyuma lw'okuba nti bagenda mu kooti oboolyawo ne bongera okuwoza omusango gwe baali bamuggulako gwe baali bagamba nti ekibonerezo kyali kikakkali nnyo kakati nno munnange ono mu kubanga yakwatibwa ebimu ku biwandiiko bye byatwalibwa nga muno nno mulimu paspooti ye era paspooti eno bwe yatwalibwa ono yali tasobola kubanga afuluma eggwanga obanga atambula ng'asusse ensalo ya Uganda so kakati ono n'agenda maaso n'okubanga abanja passport ye okubanga emuddizibwa era ku mikutu gye gimugatta abantu abadde nga ateekayo nnyo obubaka obulaga butya bwali mu bwetaavu bwa passport ye olw'ensonga ayina oboolyawo engendo z'ayagala okubanga agendako naye ng'ate tasobola olw'ensonga nti talina kiwandiiko kino kimukkiriza kutambula kuyingira mu mawanga ate ag'enjawulo so n'agenda maaso n'okubanga ateekawo embeera ate passport ye ebeere nga emuddiza naye olunaku olw'eggulo kati nno yafunye kamwenyumwenyu oba essanyu lyamuzze ku matama oluvannyuma ate olw'okuba nti yasobodde okuddamu okufuna paspooti ye obulungi era n'emuddizibwa kale nno munnange n'abanga bw'atyo bwe yasobodde okubanga ajaganya kino nno kyatuukiddwako nga ali ne bannamateeka be abasobodde okutambula naye olugendo luno okulaba nti afuna ate passport munange gyabadde abanjira. Omulamuzi wa kkooti enkulu mu Kampala David Matovu bw'atyo n'agenda mu maaso n'okubanga akkiriza munnamateeka Aaron Kiiza okubanga addizibwa passport ye ate nga bwe yali yasaba nga ayita mu bannamateeka be. Era nno munnange yategeezezza nti munnange ensala eno ejjidde mu kifo kituufu nnyo olw'ensonga nti abadde already ye ng'omuntu yeetaaga ate okubanga afulumako eggwanga kale abe ng'agenda okukwasaganya emirimu emirala oba ate n'okubanga afuna obujjanjabi n'okuwummulamu olw'ebyo byonna bye yali ayiseemu mu kiseera ekyo. Eggulire lya Aaron Kiiza njagala nsooke nditeeka ebbali neeyongereyo mu ggulire eddala era nga lino likwatagana ku mukulembeze w'ekibiina kya NUP omukulu Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. Olunaku olw'eggulo yazzizaayo empapula. Kakati nno empapula zino ze yazzizaayo ze ziraga obwagazi bwe okwatira ekibiina kya NUP bendera mu kalulu ka bonna aka 2026 ku kifo ky'obukulembeze bw'eggwanga. Ono okuzzaayo empapula yabadde awerekeddwako mukyala we, yabadde awerekeddwako mutabani we, brother we, weewaawo n'abamu ku bakulembeze okuva mu kibiina kya NUP abasobodde okubanga batambula naye. Era nga muno mwabaddemu n'abakyala ababaddewo ku kibiina okubanga bamwaniriza ng'ate azzaayo empapula ze. So ono nno bwe yaleese empapula eri akakiiko ak'ebyokulonda mu kibiina ekyo n'ayogerako ne bannamawulire n'agamba nti ku mulundi guno ye mumalirivu nnyo ate okulaba nga kibiina bwe kinaaba kimwesize ne kimuwa kad mwetegefu nnyo okugenda mu kalulu kano. Weewaawo nga luli waaliwo ebisoomooza biyitirivu nnyo naye yatutegeezezza nti ye mugumu nnyo oba ate mwetegefu nnyo okulaba nti akwatira ekibiina kya NUP bendera. N'agamba nti bwe munaamuwa obwesige tagenda kubaswaza, agenda kukola butaweera butaasa mukono okulaba nti ate aleeta obuwanguzi eri ekibiina ekyo. Era abakulembeze abamu okuva mu kibiina ekyo kya NUP bo basanyukidde eky'omukulu Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu obumalirivu bwe yakozesezza okulaba nti addayo mu kalulu newankubadde nga luli yafuna ebisoomooza bingi nnyo ate ku luno munnange n'asobola okubanga akomawo nga bamu bagamba nti kino kyakulabirako oba kyakuyiga kinene nnyo eri bo nga abakulembeze. So abamu nga bagamba nti bagenda nabo akukolera wamu okulaba nti bakuuma akalulu ku mulundi guno kale waleme kubaawo bantu bonna abakakwatamu. Ago nno ge mawulire agava ku kitebe kya NUP era nga waliwo n'omukyalo omulala agambibwa okuba nti naye yabadde ayagala kujjayo mpapula still kukwatira kibiina kya NUP bendera mu kalulu akabindabinda aka 2026 naye nti ono ebiwandiiko ebimu yabadde tabirina. So abakulu kakiiko k'ebyokulonda ne bamuadvisinga okubanga addayo kale abe nga afuna empapula zonna ezeetaagisa okulaba nga ate asunsulwa bulungi. Eggulire eryo njagala ate nsooke nditeeka ebbali. Njagala ngendeko mu kibiina kya NRM enteekateeka y'okubanga abamu ku bammemba bazzaayo empapula oba eziraga obwetaavu obw'okuba nti bakwata ekibiina ekyo bendera mu kalulu ka bonna zikyagenda ddala mu maaso. Era nga abamu ku bo sofa abagenze mu maaso n'okuba nga basunsulwayo amyuka asooka owa Ssaabaminisita Rebecca Litwala Kadaga olunaku olw'eggulo yabadde ku kitebe ekya NRM era nga ono mu kutuuka yatuukidde mu miziro emingi oba yatuukidde mu maanyi olw'abawagizi be okuba nga ate babadde bayimba erinnya lye nga baliyimbira waggulu era nga bano bamuwerekeddeko ate nga agenda okubanga asunsulwa ku kifo ky'okubanga akwatira ekibiina kya NRM bendera ku kifo ky'omubaka omukyala owa district ey'e Kamuli mu kulonda okwa 2026. Ono bwe yazze ku kitebe olunaku olw'eggulo yalaze nti ye akyali w'amaanyi oba akyali n'amaanyi okulaba nga ate munnange abakyala ab'e Kamuli abakiikirira mu Parliament. Ekifo kino kimaliddeko nno ddala ebbanga eriwera era ne ku mulundi guno yakomyewo nga alaga amaanyi oba obuvumu bw'akyalina okulaba nti akiikirira abakyala ate abeekamuli. Era ono still yakyakiikirira abakyala ku lukiiko olufuzi olwa NRM oba luyite olwa SEC, era nga okugjayo empapula okudda ku kifo ekyo kutandika olunaku olwolwaleero. Era ng'ono yategeezeza nti akyali mugumu nnyo okulaba ng'era still ekifo kino nakyo kitwala mu maaso, n'asekerera abo bonna abaagala ate okubanga bakimusuuza. Kale nno bwatyo bwe yabadde ku kitebe ekyekibiina si eke yabaddeyo, wabaddeyo omwami Sing Katongole ngono nayagala Kyalubaga North, era nga ono yakomyewo n'aga nti byonna ebibaddeyo wadde nga babalimba bulimbi, naye ye azze kulaba nti aleeta enkyukakyuka. Waliwo omukyala Nassolo, era nga ono yagala kwesimbawo ku ky'abavubuka munnange akiikirira abavubuka mu Central, eyagala nti munnange munneesige nsobole okubanga ate ensonga zammwe nange ate nzongerayo. So nno mu kibiina kye NRM wetwogerera abantu 1,910 obwazibidde olunaku olweggulo nga nno abo be bakasunsulwa okubanga ate munnange bakwatira ekibiina ekyo bendera, naye nga waliwo abamu abatannaba kubeera nga basunsulwa olw'ensonga ate ebifo ebimu kuliko abantu abasukka mu omu. Kale nno nga kijja kuba kyetaagisa okugenda mu kamyufu okusalawo ani agenda okubanga akwatira ekibiina ekyo kaadi ate ku mutendera ogwo oba okumutendera ogw'enjawulo. Kakati nga nakamaliriza eggulire ly'omukyala Rebecca alitwala Kadaga, njagala nveewo ate ngende embulamuti mu district ey'Ekamuli. Eno nno waliyo omukyala amanyiddwa nga Nangobi Nowet. Kakati ye ayagala kubanga yeesimba ku mukyala Rebecca alitwala Kadaga, nga ono ayagala kubanga akiikirira abakyala Ekamuli, ng'agamba nti munnange maama Kadaga byokozeko bimala, oba byosobodde okubanga okwasaganya mu kiseera kino woberedde omukulembeze omukyala oba omubaka omukyala akiikirira abakyala mu district ey'Ekamuli, nti byokozeko bimala. N'agamba nti sijja kusambajja byasobodde kubanga atuukako oba byasobodde kubanga akolako, wabula ekiseera kyabikoledde ate kimala. Yalibadde naye amuwaamu enkato, kale naye agivuge bwe binaaba nga tebitambudde bulungi, n'asaba abantu beeyo kale babe nga tebamuzaayo mu Parliament. Mu kwogera bino yabadde akubye olukuŋŋaana ate no munnange sayidi eyo okwongera okukakasa abantu beeyo nga ye bwalina obusobozi. Wabula olukuŋŋaana luno lwabadde lukyagenda mu maaso, poliisi neruyingiramu ng'egamba nti olukuŋŋaana luno omukyala lwe yalukubye mu bumenyi bw'amateeka olw'ensonga nti campaign ziri open tezinaba kubanga zitandika oba tezinaba kubanga ziggulwawo mu butongole. Kale nno nga omukyalo ono enteekateeka eyo gye yabadde akoze yabadde agikoze mu bukyamu. Weewaawo poliisi kwe kugenda mu maaso n'okubanga emuyimiriza n'abawagizi be ne babagamba nti ekiseera bwe kinaaba nga kituuse ekya campaign nga kiguddwawo oba okunoonya akalulu mu lukale, ajja kusobola okulaba nti oba oli awo agenda mu maaso n'enteekateeka naye mu kiseera yabadde akitegekedde tekyabadde kiseera ate kirungi. Era nga ono munnange yayimiriziddwa newankubadde nga yasigadde akuutira abawagizi be obutamuvangamu, kale okusigalanga nga batambula naye mu nteekateeka eno gy'aliko. Njagala ate nveewaawo ngende mu kibiina ki Uganda People's Congress. Olunaku olweggulo bagenze maaso n'okubanga boogerako eri bannamawulire weewaawo ne bannakibiina okubatangaza ku nteekateeka eriwo oba ku nkyukakyuka ate ezigendera ddala mu maaso eri abo abeegwanyiza kaadi oba abaagala okuggyayo kaadi okubanga bakwatira ekibiina ekyo bendera mu kalulu ate munnange ketugenda mu gabano bagamba nti wajja kubeerawo akamyufu k'ekibiina ak'ekyama. Omukulu Faizo Muzeeyi yakola ng'omwogezi w'ekibiina ki UPC bw'atyo bwe yagenze maaso n'okubanga akakasa, era ono n'agenda maaso n'okubanga ategeeza nti munnange ebifo ebiriko abantu abasukka mu omu bajja kulaba nti bateekawo akamyufu ak'ekyama kale okulaba nga bazuula ani omutuufu yeetaaga okubanga akwatira ekibiina ekyo bendera. Kale bwe banaabanga munnange balemeddwa okutegeeragana bajja kubanga boogerezeganya nabo okubakkakanya okumanya ani alina okubanga ayitawo oba ate ani alina okubanga akwatira ekibiina ekyo bendera n'agamba nti munnange bwe kinaabanga kikakasiddwa ng'omuntu omu alondeddwa yakuutidde abo bonna abanaaba batayiseemu nti temwetantala okujja ku bwannamunigina oba temwetantala okujja nga ba independence naye ng'ate munnange muli UPC leaning so bw'ati bwe yakakasizza ebigambo byo n'agamba nti okujjayo empapula kujja kubanga kutandika omwezi ate ogujja eri abo abaagala okuvuganya ku bifo ebyobukulembeze wakati wanga 10 nenga 15 era ebbanga eryo libaweereddwa okujjayo n'okuzzaayo ate empapula UPC ekibiina kino kirimu oba oliawo okusikangana omuguwa ku bukulembeze obw'ekibiina ekyo ng'abamu bagamba nti omukulu Jimmy Akena tasaanidde kubeera party president ow'ekibiina ekyo so ng'ate munnange wakyaliwo n'abo abamukkiririzaamu so nno ebyo nno bwe biri esayidi eyo mu kibiina ki Uganda People's Congress eggulire eryo nalyo njagala ndiveeko nti netine mangu neeyongereyo ate muggulire eddala ebibiina by'ebyobufuzi ebitonotono byagenze maaso n'okubanga ate questioninga abakakiiko k'ebyokulonda ku nsonga lwaki ensimbi ezirina okubaweebwa ng'ebibiina by'ebyobufuzi mu kiseera ekyakalulu ensimbi zino tezinnaba kubanga zituuka ate nga nabo balina bye balina okubanga bakwasaganya wetwogerera bano nno bibiina by'ebyobufuzi ebyenjawulo mu ggwanga bifuna ensimbi ate okuva mu gavumenti okulaba nti zibiyambako okuteekateeka emirimu gyabyo naye nga nno munnange bano ku mulundi guno ensimbi tebanazifuna ebibiina bino eby'ebyobufuzi nga byegattira wamu mu mukago gwa National Consultative Forum ogutaba ebibiina by'ebyobufuzi ebyenjawulo mu Uganda bano nno bagenze maaso n'okusinkana omulamuzi Simon Byabakama era ngono yakulira akakiiko k'ebyokulonda nga bamulaajanira ku mbeera gye bayitamu nga bagamba nti balina ebyokukola biyitirivu nnyo naye ate ensimbi zino ziruddeyo bulala era nga baagala wabeewo ekikolebwa ku nsonga ate eno yennyini so nno nga bagamba nti ensimbi bwe ziba tezizze kitataaganya emirimu gyabwe kinajjukirwa nti ebibiina by'ebyobufuzi bifuna ensimbi okuva mu gavumenti okusinziira ku nnamba y'ababaka be balina mu paalamenti wabula bwe kituuka mu biseera ebyokulonda bano nno ate ensimbi ezibaweebwa zibeera kyenkanyi so nno nga bagamba nti bazze bawandiikira ssaabawolereza wa gavumenti okulaba nga abaako kyawabula ku nsonga eno wabula nga tewali nnyo kyamaanyi kikoleddwa so abo ne basaba abakakiiko k'ebyokulonda babenga ensonga yaabwe bagitunulamu era bababuulire n'ensonga lwaki ensimbi ze bafuna oba ensimbi zino tebanaba kubanga bazifuna so nga ate zirina kuba nga zenkana ekitali bwe kityo njagala nveewaawo ngende ku nsonga ey'abasomesa kakati abasomesa basomesa amasomo ga arts bagenda maaso n'okuteeka wansi ebikola era nga bano beemulugunya ku nsonga ey'omusaala gwe bagamba nti mutono nga bagamba nti bannaabwe aba sciences bafuna ensente mpitirivu nnyo bafuna omusaala muyitirivu nnyo so nga ate bo munange tebafuna ssente zimala bano nga beegattira mu kibiina Uganda National nga beegattira mu kibiina ekibatwala kulaba ekitwala abasomesa amasomo ga arts bagenze maaso n'okubanga ate balaga obutali mumativu ku nsonga yaabwe eno yennyini gye bagamba nti tekwatiddwa bulungi nga bagamba nti minisita w'ebyenjigiriza bw'abanga ayagala baddeyo mu class basomesa ensonga zaabwe zibe nga zikolwako kubanga nabo basomesa ate nabo bateekamu kingi nnyo wabula Minisita omubeezi ow'abakozi ba gavumenti Grace Mary Mugaso olunaku olw'eggulo bwe yabadde ku media center ng'ayogerako eri bannamawulire yagenze mu maaso n'okubanga ategeeza nti tewaliiwo nsimbi zigenda kubanga zikola ku nsonga z'abasomesa bano zibeemulugunyaako olw'ensonga nti ensimbi eziriwo za kutegeka kalulu ka bonna aka 2026 so ng'ensonga z'abano zijja kubanga zirowoozebwako oluvannyuma lw'emyezi nga 2 ate eyo mu maaso nga batandika okuteekateeka embalirira y'omwaka gw'ebyensemi 2026-2027 ono nno agamba nti ensimbi gavumenti terinaawo wabula ensimbi entonotono eziriwo ate za kubanga ziteekateeka akalulu naye nga bo abasomesa bakyakombye kwerima okugamba nti tebaddayo mu bibiina kusomesa era nga abayizi mu masomero ag'enjawulo bo batuula wansi wa miti abalala ne babanga bagenda mu maaso n'okwesomesa so nga abalala bali mu discussions ez'enjawulo okulaba nti nabo bagenda mu maaso n'obutafiirwa ate nga tebakyagenda mu maaso na kufuna kusomesebwa okuva eri abasomesa baabwe. So nno munnange bwe batyo bo bakyakalambire naye nga kisuubira okuba nti bano bagenda kuba nga basinkana minisita ow'ebyenjigiriza Janet Kataha Museveni okwongera okuwulira ensonga zaabwe oba okwongera okuwulira okwemulugunya kwabwe. Kinajjukirwa nti ensonga eno ku floor ya Parliament ku lunaku olwokubiri yatembetebwa Leader of Opposition Joel Ssenyonyi ng'asaba at least wabeewo supplementary eba eyisibwa okulaba nga ensonga z'abano munnange zikolwako. Kale njagala places zaffe emmenga nziwunzika naye nga sinnaziwunzika njagala mpunzike n'eggulire ery'abalaalo nga ne bawangalira mu bukiikakkono bwa Uganda era nga wetwogerera bano batuula bufoofu for all olw'ekiragiro omukulembeze w'eggwanga ate kye yayisa okubanga bano bava mu kifo ekyo Bunambiro. Kakati bano bagamba nti tebalina bye balaga olw'ensonga nti n'amataka oba naawe bwe babeera baafunawo mu mateeka. Kale nga bano balaba nti si kyabwenkanya omukulembeze okubanga bagobaganya mu kitundu we baasengera. Olunaku olw'eggulo munnange babadde n'ekiwandiiko ekibadde bagala okuwa sipiika wa Parliament ekyemulugunya ate ku nsonga eno yennyini gye tuliko ey'okubanga bagobebwa ate ku ttaka lyabwe lye bagamba nti baaligula era ng'abamu bagamba nti bamazeeko ebbanga naye nno tebakkiriziddwa kubanga batuusa kiwandiiko kino eri sipiika owa Parliament. Kale ne baba nga bayimiriziddwa naye nga mu kuyimirizibwa okwo bo bagenze maaso n'okwemulugunya nga bagamba nti tebalaba nsonga lwaki balina kubanga babagoba olw'ensonga nti waliwo n'abakaramojja abaasenga ate mu bitundu ebya Western Uganda kati ne bagamba nti nabo bwe babasangayo babagobe bugobe nga nawe bali mu kubagoba ate mu bukiikakkono bwa Uganda. So ensonga zaabwe nazo bwe zityo bwe ziri. Akadde kampiseeko ka updates zaffe njagala ngene mu kuwummulamuko katono nnyo olw'ensonga nti n'omugenyi waffe yamaze dda okubanga atuuka. Tugendagenda tuwummulemu katono nnyo bwe tukomawo Mighty Drive tugenda kuba tweyongerayo nsonga z'abakyala ze tugenda okusinga okusoosowaza olunaku olwaleero era ng'omukyala Gift Nakayinga agenda kuba nga neegattako tuzittaanye bulungi nnyo naawe ozitegere. Good morning, eno ekyali Mighty Drive.
The Alternative Digital. Real issues, real talk.
Go to the church, though.
Tawali man, what's up?
Man, can you imagine people just dump everywhere? Someone drinks water and throws the bottle wherever.
Come on, Rogers. What else do you expect people to do with an empty bottle?
Simanya now, recorder. Do you know that plastics take at least 450 years to decompose?
What? That's a long time.
Exactly. Because plastics are made out of a lightweight and flexible material that doesn't decompose easily. And plastics everywhere in the environment cause plastic pollution.
What is plastic pollution now?
It is the accumulation of plastic waste in the environment, like bottles, polythene bags, straws. All of these contribute to plastic pollution.
I have been using them without knowing their effect.
Yeah, a lot of people have. Plastics are a danger to the ecosystem, both on land and in water.
So how can we overcome this problem? Is there something we can do?
Oh yes, we can reduce by minimizing the use of plastics, reuse by repurposing them, or recycle by collecting and processing them into new products.
Everyone wants to change the world, but no one wants to change themselves for the world.
How about we change our habits for the world?
And it starts with me and you.
This message is brought to you by Alternative Digital.
Hi, Rogers. Can I ask you something?
Shoot.
What does corruption mean?
Well, summarily, corruption is abuse of public power for personal gain or for the benefit of a group to which one owes allegiance. For example, when a public office is abused by an official accepting or soliciting a bribe. By the way, private people can be corrupt too, like bribing police officers to escape fines.
Okay. So exactly how does that concern me?
Well, do you pay taxes?
I guess, yeah. What does that have to do with this?
Everything. Because those taxes you pay are supposed to facilitate services you use, like water, electricity, roads construction, medicines in hospitals, name it.
Okay, that is much bigger than I thought. But it can be stopped, right?
Well, yes it can, although it may not be as easy as it sounds. And here is the reason why. Corruption roots are grounded in our country's social, political, economic, bureaucratic traditions and policies.
So, what has kept it going this long? I mean, why don't we stop it?
Well, the main reason why it has been here for so long is because institutions are weak, either as a result of poorly defined ethical standards of public service, weak administrative and financial systems, or ineffective watchdog agencies.
What can we do to stop it?
At a national level, we must focus on strengthening the independence and effectiveness of public institutions that fight corruption. At a personal level, we must commit to never giving a bribe.
I promise I'll never give a bribe.
Well, that's a great decision you have made. Me and you now have to spread this message to all our friends. If we all do our part, corruption will be no more.
This message is brought to you by Alternative Digitalk. This July, something powerful is about to break ground. Join hundreds of purpose-driven women on Saturday, 5th July 2025 from 9 a.m. at the Grand Global Hotel for the highly anticipated Woman Blossom Summit Sn.3 with our guest of honor, Dr. Musenero Monica, Minister for Science, Technology and Innovation, and our keynote speakers, Gift Nakayinga, Dr. Hilda Sabiti, Apostle Jonathan Male, Coach Agaba Adele, Pastor Sandra Baingana, and Dr. Eunice Adubango, under the powerful theme, Breaking Grounds. Come experience a divine encounter with wisdom, healing, and empowerment. Secure your seat today. Tickets go for 70,000 shillings ordinary and 100,000 shillings VIP. Lunch will be provided. Your moment is here. Your destiny awaits. Woman Blossom. Break, become, and bloom. Sponsored by Google Day TV, Makere Full Gospel Church, El Shaddai Medical Services, Petra Full Gospel Church, Jeed Park Communication, Tekel Health Foundation, Biwoma Farms, Lady Margaret Face Beauty. For more information, please call 0705-285-057. And for payments via mobile money, use 0785-099-548 or 0750-401-504.
Alternative Dig Talk. Real issues, real talk.
A very good morning, our viewers. Thank you so much for keeping it to the Alternative Digital. I am Princess Luwedde Lilian, and I welcome you on today's edition of the Mighty Drive. In the studios, I am joined with Miss Gift Nakayinga. She has a lot of titles that I won't go into details. She's going to be telling us all the titles, but she is the organizer or the convener of Woman Blossom Summit. This time around, it's going to be season 3, so she's going to be telling us about the details about that summit, the theme, what are they going to be discussing. So you can be part of the discussion by joining in on our social media platforms. That is the Alternative Uganda and Digital TV. Just drop in your comments or your questions. I'm going to be reading them before we come to the end of the show. Those of you joining us on our YouTube channel, which is the Alternative Uganda, please drop in your comments or the questions. We're going to be discussing women-related matters, and it's a privilege to have a woman in the studios today. It's not my first time hosting you, but this time around, you're here on something different. Yeah. I knew you as, Okay, in the line of mental health. But now this time round I'm seeing something different. You're going to be telling us why. Did you shift from the other side to this side, or why it's all the same? Welcome to the show, Ms.
Thank
Gift.
you so much, Lilian.
Say hello to our viewers.
Good morning, viewers, and I want to appreciate those that are tuning in wherever you are watching us from. Thank you so much for making it a point to be here. Kindly subscribe, like, and comment. You can call a few of your friends and family to come and learn with us.
Okay. The last time I had you on the show, we were talking mental health. And today it's a different topic altogether. I'm now confused. Is it mental health over this side, or it's all the same?
I think I can't go away from mental health,
Okay.
so I carry it with me.
Hey, and now the woman blossoms. Is it a new initiative or?
Okay, so for Woman Blossom, I have a foundation that is called Take Health Foundation, and it is basically about mental health, redefining mental health. So,
Okay.
I believe that mental health is a part and parcel of each and everyone's life, but also I realize that as women, I'm saying as women, I'm not saying that men's mental health is not important. It's really important, and I want to appreciate the different stakeholders that have made it a point to create awareness this particular month of June for men's mental health.
Yes.
So it is important. But as a representative for women, I believe that mental health is so much important.
And men, we, you know, we have a lot of men in studio. We have like 4 men in studio right now. So they're going to be like, oh, you're sidelining us, you're leaving us out. These are all women-related issues, and yet women are given a bigger platform compared to men and everything.
I think men, what men should understand that when a woman is molded a certain way, that is good. It is to their benefit. If a woman's mental health is in sync, I believe if she is a married person, the husband's mental health would be. Unless otherwise, maybe it could be triggered either from work or like from the community elsewhere, but not in a home setting. But just imagine a man having a woman that is having her mental health like all over the place, like it is not in, you know, good terms. Even the mental health of the man is going to be affected. So if a woman's mental health is in sync, it is to the advantage of the man.
Okay, because Mental Health Awareness Month for men is June.
It is June.
So I thought you would be considerate to have the men, but this time around you're having women.
I'm actually so considerate about men, and that is why Woman Blossom is here.
Woman Blossom Season 3. That means we've had Season 1, Season 2, now it's Season 3.
Yes.
So what is Woman Blossom Summit? What is it all about?
Well, just to take you back a little, like I said, in our Take Health Foundation, we do a number of activities that are mental health related, but also Woman Blossom came as an initiative to cater for the mental health of a particular category of people, and that was women. So it started as just a getaway to make sure that women can get a break from their you know, busy schedules. Just imagine someone that is running a family from January to December, having kids around, the different responsibilities at home, at work, in community, in our religious settings. I feel like they needed a break, or at times we really need those breaks. So the breaks are for their mental health. So that was the getaway that you can get these women, take them away from their usual routines or their usual environments, go out there, recharge, and come back ready to serve.
Fresh. Okay. Waliwo angambye nti oluzungu tukozesezza lungi tulina bye tulese emabega. So katukaddemukko mu Luganda, this for to cater for our Luganda audience basobole okitegeera. Woman Blossom Summit butya bwe yatandika oba idea yajja etya?
Okay, Woman Blossom Summit yatandika nga we ngambye eri wansi wa Take Health Foundation. Nenga twayagala okutunuulira a complete woman. Whether this educated, not oba yasoma oba teyasoma oba akola oba takola oba mufumbo oba si mufumbo, like whatever category they are in. Twayagala okutunuulira oyo omukyala nakulaba ngeri ki gye tusobola okubanga tumwina in one piece. Because ndaba nti ebiseera ebisinga tubeera nga tuli scattered here and there. And era ndaba nti ebiseera ebisinga tubeera awo nga tetulina tetuli complete.
Oli maama olina obuvunaanyizibwa okulabirira awaka omwami so ebikutawanya biba bingi ate nga nabiri tosobola bituukiriza ebyobuvunaanyizibwa byolina like byolina nga gwe omukyala. So nendaba nti twetaagamu a push oba push kyeki okusindikibwamu
okwongeramu amaanyi okwongeramu amaanyi. You need someone to tell you that actually it's very possible. You can do this, you can be like this,
you can be a mother, you can
osobola okubeera buli kimu, osobola okubeera mu career, osobola okubeera mu maka, osobola okubeera mu community no serving bulungi, osobola okubeera ekyo kyolina okubeera nga gwe naye nga kirina kuddayo kugwe ng'omukyala okusobola okukinyonyola okukyennyonyola then osobola okinyonyola abalala. So a woman blossom oyagira. So we couldn't tetwasobola kukikola nga I would say to obagamba bugambi wherever they are. We were like, no, let's come together to jewamu tubeko wetuba twogere what are the issues, what we kiki kyetwetaaga okuyiga, kiki kyetwetaaga okusazaamu, kyetubadde to holding on to, kiki kyetwetaaga okuadoptinga. Like that.
Okay, so we had season 1 yali about what?
So season 1 yali mu 2023.
Okay.
Twalina omulamwa nga guli ku repackage, restart and reintroduce. Repackage and reintroduce. Damu wesabike.
Oddemu ofulume bujja.
Oddemu wenyonyole bujja. Why that theme? Ebiseera ebisinga Lilian nyiza okuba nkumanyi a certain way.
Yes.
But in the past months I've not seen you. Oyina ebintu byeweekozeeko. You've put in the work. Maybe routine zozi revisinze. Maybe like you've done more research about certain things. Oyina engeri gyo improvinzeemu obulamu bwo. Naye nze kati bwe mba manya oli Lilian eyali either obanga mukambwe obanga ayomba obanga ali bwati ne bwati. So that is the picture I have. So when I got in these women, I was literally telling them that no, you can repackage yourself again and go back to the community and reintroduce that. Actually, no, that the gift you knew back then, she's not that gift anymore. She's a reformed, she's a transformed gift. And as woman blossom has blossomed, just the word is, you blossom. It is a daily thing. It is daily work. So we do not expect you to be the same person like you were yesterday. We expect you to be doing the work, and that work has to be good work, not the bad work.
Until Lilian, who was 19, I know kuchukamoko ku Lilian oba awezezanga 25.
Nga 25. Waliwo mutomi yagamba nti ebiseera ebisinga tukuza birthdays kati mpezeza 25 and of course we are happy but we don't want to own the age.
Kikulu nnyo ate ku bakyala kisukka.
We don't want to own the age. So just imagine buli mwaka okuza birthday naye osigala oli kyekimu. Same idea, same thoughts. Bintu byebimu totokyuka like ne ku
naye nga toyongeddeko omwaka.
Thank you. Oyongeddeko omwaka. So that means there is no progress, there is no blooming, there is no blossoming. You are not fruitful. Buli bwobeera ng'oli mu kifo kimu, and this is not only for women. N'abaami buli bwobeera ng'oli mu kifo kimu oba tokula. Like there is no progress. And sometimes every time you get stuck in one space, in one position, you miss out on so many opportunities. Someone is coming to find Lilian that is really intelligent. Agenda okusanga nga you're not knowledgeable like that. Like something is missing. I felt like I'm going to engage with someone that is knowledgeable. So you will miss out on that opportunity.
Yeah, because of that.
Because of that. So that was the theme, repackage and reintroduce. Back into buto. Yeah. Is it about how you walk? Is it about like how you do your things, how you speak, how you think, like everything around you. Repackage it well in a good way. Then go back and tell the community, actually, here I am.
Receive me, receive the new me.
Receive the new me. So as you say receive the new me, that means we expect so much. We expect so much from you.
Okay.
We expect that different kind of energies. We expect different kinds of things. And that is important for everyone, not only women. It goes to even men. We need to, all the time, you need to repackage and go back and reintroduce. Even when it's in your friendships, you need to go back and reintroduce. And be like, Lilian, I've been your friend for the past 5 years. But I feel like something is changed. Have you noticed it? Because sometimes our friends don't realize that we've put in the work.
Mulimu ebintu bye tukyusa n'oyagala okyuke naye ate mukwano gwo n'amaliriza nga mwawukanye because ekyali kibagatta ate kati gwe okikyusizza.
Yeah, as you do that, I think what I even believe in Blossom, if you want to really blossom, if you want to bloom, like we say bloom, it's going to cost you so much. Every time you want to make a change, it comes with a lot of, you know, goodbyes. It comes with a lot of like discomfort. It comes with a lot of sacrifices. So that is inevitable.
You can't stop that.
Yeah, you can't stop that. As we go into details of this discussion, I'll even tell you that to everyone that is expecting to come for this summit, they should come ready to know that by the time they go back home, they're going to delete certain numbers in their phones.
Omanye n'emikwano egyo gituwa vibe nga just akubira ne munyumyamu awo ekiboozibozi awo n'oddamu no recharge.
You will go back and do inventory. You'll go back and think again and be like, but every time I'm with Lilian, like you'll ask yourself those hard questions and know to the person I want to become or to be and to the person that I am today, what are the things that I need? What are the people that I need? Which spaces do I need to be in? Which spaces do I not need to be in? Kati bw'omanya nti ebimu ku bibadde binemesa okubeera kyalina okubeera oba ogenda maaso, there are the people around me. You'll need to change those people. If you get to know ebimu ebibadde binemesa, it's my environment, it's my home.
Yes.
Some of us will have to shift from certain spaces etubeeramu tugende tubeereko ewalala. If it's your job.
Omulimu olw'akasente mba nkasudde kikulu nnyo ekyo.
Yeah, if it's your job. I think I was here last time when I mentioned about something and I said that let nothing cost your mental health, not even your job.
Bwe guba gukudraining energies ng'owulira okeera ku makya nga lulinga lutalo.
That means there is no growth. There is no growth. If you're complaining about your job all the time, there is no growth. You're going to frustrate everyone around you, and you yourself, you're also frustrated. And God will not even bless you for that. So if you feel like it's taking a toil and there is nothing, like nothing you can do about it, don't get stuck because of the money.
Akasente tusoke tukaze ebbali tusoke tufe nnyo ku bwongo bwaffe oba ne minds zaffe.
Bingi bye tusobola okuteeka into consideration.
Yes.
Not the money. The money is important. I love money.
Yes.
The money is important. But sometimes you need to put it aside a bit and reason out other things, then it can come in play later. So what I meant is everyone that is going to come to the summit, they will evaluate. Baja kutunula obulamu bwabwe. Alabe nti waliwo ebintu byekyetaaga. Either I would have to change my career, either I would have to change my circle of friends, either I would have to even change where I stay, or I would even have to change my job, my work. Like it's a whole lot of things.
Okay. Togereko ku season 2. So season 2 you yali about what?
So season 2 was yali ku self discovery. Yali ku kwemanya.
Ate nga abakyala bamu tebeemanyi.
Tetwemanyi.
Obusobozi bubu amaanyi go byonna oba tobimanyi.
Tetwemanyi. I usually say that nsaasira abatuwa emirimu. The HR department says so. Kubanga batubuuza bino ebibuuzo mu interview, who are you? And that question can make you freak out.
Yes.
Osobola olemererwa gyinyonyola. Not even in the workspace, but even in normal life, you find a person nakubuuza gwani, you can't, like you can't fail to say.
N'olyokota mwatamwa n'oyogera kino n'onyonyola kiri n'oteekamu n'ebitaliimu n'ebyotali omaliriza obyogedde.
Kubanga teweemanyi. And how are you going to show up nga teweemanyi? So what is it that you're showing up? Like, who's that you're showing up? Like, teweemanyi. So boba teweemanyi, how are we going to connect with you when you do not know who you are? So that means all the time, if you've been in a space of, I do not know who I am, that means even the people that have been connecting with you, bakonnectinga na kintu kirala nnyo.
Kyoli kirala ne kibakonnectinga nakyo.
Kirala. People are tapping into different things, we batalina kutappinga mugwe. But if you come out and come to like to a place of this is who I am, you'll attract better.
I don't entertain this, or I don't do this, and this is who I am.
Thank you. You will have to entertain better. So it was about self-discovery. It's about letting women know that it's not about knowing what is happening in other people's lives. Into onali wati ne wati, onakola kino, onali wati ne wati, ono cerebali wati ne wati. Ngatomanyi kigenda maso. Because like I said that whatever we get scared to confront, whatever we get scared to address or to know, it is always down there taking place. Whatever you fail to address, whether it is the pain, the joy, like whatever it is that you fail to address, it is down there, taking root, like taking root. Yeah. We base in a scripture that is in Isaiah 27 verse 6, that says that time is going to come when Jacob will take root, he will bud and blossom and be fruitful. So as a woman, as women, okay, even men, we are expected to be fruitful. Like in everything that you do, are you bearing good fruits? And if God is telling us to be fruitful, it's not bad fruit. It has to be good fruit. So you can only bear those fruits when you've discovered yourself in every part of your life. So in season 2, we looked at a complete woman. We looked at, I would call it, they usually call it a bull's eye. It's okube your circle. Yes. So bomalo jikuba no tekamu dimensions ezenjawulo. You address family and relationships, you address career and profession, you address your spiritual life, you address your hobbies and interests. Yeah, like you put them there. Musakeyo. Then you start evaluating that what went adamanyi.
Performance yange. Weri wagulu ba weri wansi.
Oba weri wansi. You realize that bogeza kono gamba, for me, my interest is in career and profession. You're going to lose out on your family. Yes. You can even lose out on yourself because now you don't have interest and hobbies. You're not into recreation. You're going to realize that you're going to even lose out on a sense of belonging in community. Kuba yotowadde yo manyi go concentrate nze ku kintu kimu. So we were like, discover yourself. Manya manyi go galiwa, and how can you distribute it to other parts of your life such that you can be a complete woman. Okay. That was a self-discovery.
Eminamagino, when you're choosing these themes, because now this time round, to about breaking the grounds. Newebuza grounds chizo zo breaking. Akatsoke tujjawo breaking the grounds. Tuloke tudde ku kibuuzo kiri nti emiremagino bw'oba ogironda osinziira ku ki?
So you want me to talk about the breaking ground?
First talk about the breaking the grounds.
So breaking ground. I think most of these themes, they resonate with me a lot. A lot. Okay. Joko mokukula, you always identify certain things in your life.
Byotali ngoli muto.
Ngoli muto. Ebimu nga tomanyi ngeri gye bizeemu. Yes. I usually say that you realize that you're the type of person that attracts, I was going to say weird people, that attracts people that don't align with what you want to be. Yes. You're the certain kind of person that probably can't even negotiate your value. You're the kind of person that keeps getting stuck in things ebikumala kemirembe. You keep failing here and there. Like you don't break through. Bigana. Even when you think about it in your head, it's not making sense. You feel like it's failing. It's like someone is blocking you. You're not progressing. Yeah. Either in career, in family, in all aspects, like you're not progressing and you're asking, like, what is not happening? What is it that I've not done? Yes. Some of us, we've even gone back to school, but you feel like you're not breaking through. Like,
because wagamba, binza kuba bitabo bye been blocking, akanzireyo mbifune.
Obifunye, but things are not still working out for you. Yes. So the theme of breaking grounds is after identifying that we have patterns that have existed for the longest, before we were even born. Okay. In the medical world, we have what we call tuyita causes. Okay. Yeah, the risk factors. So ebisale bisinga baba kunyonyola endwadde ezimu engeri gye zijja bajja kugamba endwadde ezimu ziri nsikire. It's genetical. Osobola zisikira.
Ziva ku ono ku mujiji guno ne zidda ku mujiji omulala.
Nezijja ku mujiji omulala. So you realized in our lives twina patterns nga za mijiji emirala. If you could sit your parents down, they'll tell you, fe tetugagawala, fe tetusoma,
tetukola bwetu,
fe tetukola. If we even get married, we don't overstay there. Fe, if like there is always those things like. And for you, you're thinking that you'll just wake up one time and if a woman
change everything.
for you thinking you'll just wake up one time and you'll study. There is a pattern that you need to address and be like, okay, what's your favorite summer?
No chitegeera.
No chitegeera.
Abamu tugati it's spiritual. Mbutulwanagana n'ebintu etutamanya eby'omwoyo biki era bwettu bwe twegumya.
Bwettu bwe twegumya, but even the spiritual thing, you need to address it in the physical. Because if it first existed in the spiritual realm, it has come to existence into the physical life. So like now you're seeing it. Chikutuseko nolaba actually mwatu tetusoma asomenya akoma mu P7. So now you're seeing it in the physical. So how about you go back and start addressing it? In the physical. So that is a ground that was established before you were even born.
Oh yeah. And
now for you in your head you're like, no, I Nzenga gift, that has to change. But you even don't know how you're going to change it.
Chokata bamu bakyenyumirizamu.
Mbochi.
Nti muna efe waffe mu kika kye waffe abakyala tebafumbirwa kusukka myaka 3. Ngera nabo bakimanyi.
So we like those patterns, we need to deal with them, but you can only deal with them when you need to expose them. To be duka, we don't want to think about certain things. That is not part of me. That is maybe it was for my grandmother, my mother. I want to give a vivid example to everyone that is watching. Nzikiriza nti tumanyi fena tutera ogamba ndi jjajja wa Abraham. Ndi mujajja ndi mwana muzukulu wa yawa Abraham, Isaac and Jacob. Those are 3 generations. Abraham, Isaac and Jacob. So I want to take you to a journey of the 3 generations. Something waliwo kyatuukawo ne jjajja waffe Abraham. Tulaba nti when time ekiseera bwe kyatuuka nga tebasobola kuzaala. This is what the wife tells him. Nti go in bed with my maid. Asobola okunzaalira omwana.
Ensonga gye twetaaga ya mwana ate ono asobola
omutuwa. And what happened? Abraham did what the wife had to ask. They got a son. Fast forward. Now I'm showing you the patterns. We came to Isaac. The Bible tells us so well that the wife wasn't giving birth. Rebecca, she wasn't. And this is the interesting bit about it. The Bible says that Isaac went before God and prayed for his wife okuzaala omwana. Olaba enjawulo mu babiri. Taata just got into the maid agambye nedda tulina okuzaala. He prayed.
Tekirina kubanga ekya taata bwe kyali.
Tekirina kuba ye n'asabira omukyala we ne bafuna omwana. Tugenda ku Jacob. The Bible tells us that Jacob bwe yatuuka okuwasa alyoka afuna abakyala babiri be yafuna. The first wife, Leah, kept giving birth up to the third son. But later, we see her also telling the husband, this is my maid. Yitirako wano. Maid, which was from time memorial. We got to Rachel, who was so loved. Rachel, when she didn't give birth, she also told the husband, at least maid wang. The maid thing started way back.
Nti at least togenda wala nnyo maid wange waali asobola okutuwa omwana ate bwe twetaaga.
It was Isaac that literally tried to break that pattern, but he didn't really break it. So Jacob comes, don't think that, hey, actually my even grandfather, something like this happened. We see him taking it on. So later, when we see that generation that happened after Jacob, certain things kept changing. Certain things kept changing. But that was after those sons identified that actually there is a problem.
Nti buli omu aba talina mwana naye okwetaaga omwana olina okukyamako eno
tukola bwe tuti ne bwe tuti. So kyenjagala okulaga that we need to identify certain patterns and no one is going to identify them for you. Your mother has her patterns that she has to identify for herself. You have patterns that you need to identify for you and break them for you. Another example I can give you on the same olumu tusuubira that things will work out for us.
Yeah.
Some of us are born in privileged families. The work is done. Bazadde bo bakoze kino, like things are set. Olina wotandikira. But there are some of us that are born in families nga fe abalina okutandika. Like you'll have to start.
Gwolina okuggulira enzigi za generation egenda okuddako after you.
Egenda okuddako after you. Yes. And if you want to leave a legacy as a woman or as a man, you'll need to do the work. You will need to do the work. I'd give an example. When you look at the wives bashala ba Jacobo, tulaba nti omu bamwagala. And it was vivid. And she knew so well that this man likes me, this man loves me. Like she knew so well. But we say when time came when she couldn't give children, back to children, yagamba omwami we nze mpa abaana oba si kyekyo ngenda kufa. I'll die. And this is what the husband tells her. Am I in the place of God to give you children? I feel like Rachel expected better from the husband. And now this time the husband is like, yo, like, am I in the place of God for me to give you children? I feel like yakyogera na mu busunga gambo no omukyala like yenze Katonda olyoko ngamba esikuwa bana ogenda kufa.
Like no omukyala otunulira nti ate yali desperate because yali talina mwana.
Yali talina mwana. Naye kyatategeera nti she didn't know God for herself. She didn't know that, okay, if something fails, where should I have to run? So she ran to the husband, which is a beautiful thing. Yes. But the husband is telling her, I'm not in the place of God to give you children. You go to God, like tell God that you need, like, you know, like you need children. Yes. So that shows us that as women or as men, there are certain things we shall not percuss people to give us. You will not even percuss your mother to break certain grounds for you. To work out certain things for you. You will have to do the work. Rachel wadde omwami we yamwagala nnyo. Yali tasobola ekyo kimukolera. Era kyova yamugamba sinze Katonda. You tell God. Waliwo ebintu ebimu nga it will be you, Lilian, to put in the work. Either go for that course, go back to school, either go start that business, either like do something. Don't wait for anyone. Don't wait for your mother. Don't wait. It is so sad for that some of us be like, husband. Some of us be like, okay, maybe when I change a country, whenever I'm Uganda, like things have to be different. How about you go there and then things remain the same? Because you've moved with the same mindset, you've moved with the same you. Nothing is changed.
Wachijeno what?
Wachitute musenda.
Procrastination yo wajijeno tambudde nayo oyongerayo buli kaseera.
Yeah. So there are certain things that never nachu search for nova mu Kampala no gende jinjo ba no lagawa bigenda kusigala byebyo because you've not dealt them from the root. When the Bible says that time will come and Jacob will take root. Webuzenze nganze, which roots am I taking? Roots chize entaddewo. Bulimba, kukola chi, like butafayo, like which roots have I planted? And God is telling us that we shall be then fruitful. So which fruits do you expect after the roots you've established?
Okay. Wensaba osimba kati tusoke tugenda mukuumira muko katononya bwe tukomawo ndekala tuddeyo ku kibuuzo kyange kiri nti emirimu gino otuula ne ttiimu ne bakugamba nti okay, let's now decide this is going to be the theme for this season oba gwenga gwe gwosalawo. Naye ate tugenda kuba twogera ku Woman Blossom Summit tubuulire details ezitambulira ku Woman Blossom Summit. Boogera ku kiyi abaffe aboogezi bagenda kubeera baani era event eno egenda kubeerawa era egenda kubeerayo ddi. So ebyo byonna tugenda kubimanya musawo yaffe ey'okubiri. Let's break shortly. It's still the Mighty Drive. Good morning.
Alternative Dig Talk. Real issues, real talk.
This July, something powerful is about to break ground. Join hundreds of purpose-driven women on Saturday, 5th July 2025 from 9 a.m. at the Grand Global Hotel for the highly anticipated Woman Blossom Summit Sn.3 with our guest of honor, Dr. Musenero Monica, Minister for Science, Technology and Innovation, and our keynote speakers, Gift Nakayinga, Dr. Hilda Sabiti, Apostle Jonathan Mare, Coach Agaba Adele, Pastor Sandra Baingana, and Dr. Eunice Adubango, under the powerful theme, Breaking Grounds. Come experience a divine encounter with wisdom, healing, and empowerment. Secure your seat today. Tickets go for 70,000 shillings ordinary and 100,000 shillings VIP. Lunch will be provided. Your moment is here. Your destiny awaits. Woman Blossom. Break, become, and bloom. Sponsored by Gugude TV, Makere Full Gospel Church, El Shaddai Medical Services, Petra Full Gospel Church, Jeed Park Communication, Tekel Health Foundation, Biwoma Farms, Lady Margaret Face Beauty. For more information, please call 0705 285 057. And for payments via mobile money, use 0785 099 548 or 0750 401 504.
The Alternative Dig Talk. Real issues, real talk.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. It's still the Mighty Drive. Nze Luwedde Luwedde Lilian tutambula fenna kutuka ku ssaawa 4 ez'amakya g'olunaku olwaleero. In the studios nina omukyala Gift Nakayinga era ng'ono ye mutegesi wa Woman Summit era nga ku luno tuli mu season ya kusatu. Omulamwa guli ku break ground era nga atubuulidde sofa butya idea eno bwetandika naye njagala asooka atubuulire bw'aba choosing a theme is a woman Blossom Summit sinzira kuchi oba biki byatunuulira naga okay, this time round I think kino kyetwetaaga okubanga twogerako oba omulama kugenda kutambulira ku kino. Just join the conversation goyita ku pages zaffe The Alternative Uganda ne TikTok TV tusobola okubanga ate tutambulira wamu. Gwe ali ku YouTube nsaba ate no munango otekeyo ebibuuzo oba obuuze ebibuuzo nja kubanga mbiweereza omugenyi waffe olunaku olwaleero. Ensonga z'olwaleero tutambulidde nnyo ku nsonga ekwatagana ku bakyala. Newankubadde agambye nti abaami tabasuuliridde naye ku mulundi guno nsonga ziri nnyo ku bakyala. So gwe omukyala ali eyali mu kutulaba osobola okubanga oteekayo ebibuuzo, osobola okubanga ate otubuulira gwe ticket oyagala bagikusanzeewa benna agenda kubanga abitubuulira so that tubanga ate tutegeera ticket ya meka alibad abamu abasasudde ng'obudde bukyali babaguza tickets ng'obudde bukyali babasalirako kasente bino agenda kubanga ate abitubuulira. But before nga tetunatuuka ku nsonga eyo ekibuuzo kyange nkikomezaawo when you're choosing themes otunulira kyotunulira mbeera eba eriwo at that particular moment oba team ye kugamba nti okay ku mulundi guno theme ebeere bweti ne bweti. How do you come up with these themes?
Thank you so much, Lilian. So how I come up with the themes, I think I'm going to say it is inspired by God.
Oh.
It's I don't sit down and plan that this will be the theme. Like maybe probably that this year we're going to have this year this year this. But I feel like, I don't know, it's either just a season of my life that, I don't know, whether God speaks to the season of my life at that point of time and how he wants to communicate to the women because I'm dealing with women. So It depends on the season, and that's how those different themes come about.
Because bale tunulire y'omulundi guno engeri gy'oginyonnyodde mwangamba kati gwe wasinzidde ku ki eyaluno wasinzidde ku kyo kubanga tulina breaking ground.
Why are you inquisitive ku yaluno?
No, because grounds ezo manye ezimu tutambudde nazo okumala kabanga oluusi ng'omanyi oba oluusi nga tomanyi. Yes.
Okay, so eyaluno, I came to a space of wanting to encourage us to think again that we can break a new ground. Like there is something new that can come out of us. Like there is that something new, Lilian, in you that can come out. You just don't know how. There is that idea, that new idea. It could be a business idea. It could be like an innovation. It could be anything that is in you, but you feel like you can't put your head around it. Like you feel like it's not coming out. Like it's not coming out. So it is literally telling us that actually it is possible for us to dream again.
Yeah.
It is very possible for us to overcome every fear and every limitation. You like it or not, we've had limitations that have been established over time.
Yeah.
In the different aspects of life that I might not like break down each one of them. But there are those limitations that have been set. But I wanted us to tell each other that actually we can get above them. We can break every limitation that is, before us. And also, it is telling us that as we are breaking grounds, because you've mentioned that spiritual.
Yes.
So it is basically telling us that we should appreciate the spiritual realm, that it is real, like so real. And whatever it is, chona echibera mobulamu bwa bulijjo, like in the physical, it was already established in the spiritual world.
Chisokereri ne kiroka ki.
Chisokereri. I think that's why even the Bible tells us that nga Mukama tanatutonda yatumanya, like your life was already out there. God has your life out there. Like he knows it from the beginning to the end.
Yes.
So it is you to tap into that blueprint of like that. Go back to him and tell him, what is it that I'm meant to be? What is it that I am supposed to do in this season of my life? Because like we live in seasons. We live in seasons. There are times and seasons. So this is a time and a season and it's about to get done. But how have I used this time with you? How have I like impacted my life or your life in this particular time, in this season? So we're living in seasons. So as we are breaking ground, it's like you need to be conscious about the season you're in. That you shouldn't live life like you have forever.
Nti ndi mu biro bya kola business naye ndiawo bwentyo.
Ndiawo gamba akamale kulinda kino kamale oba kino naye obanze wafa ate bijja kusobola, like we have every kind of fear.
Oba olina akugamba e business tojja gisobola kuganayo n'okivaako n'omanya nti sirikola business.
Yeah, totally kola business. And you also realize that we have so many voices that speak in our lives, either on social media, byolaba obulabi oba abantu abakwetolodde byebogera. All those are limitations. Kyekiri kyenkugambye that by the time someone leaves the summit, ajamanya this bano sidamu kubawuliriza. Like gana maloboozi kansoke nga saleko gano kansoke
ntwale gano
genyini. So we were I was literally like telling women that actually it's possible for you to dream again. It is possible for you to overcome every fear and limitation, and it is very possible for you to thrive spiritually. But then that calls for you putting in the work.
Nena tikatifa abakyala tulina barriers nyingi nnyo eziri waawo giringa mizizikaawo waawo mukubo. You want to do this but then you're like ndi maama sisobola kola kino. Oba you want to excel career wise naye ng'ogamba ate bwena excellinga career wise ate my family is going to break ngenda kubanjiresa ebbali. So gwe because I want to believe you've dealt with women for a long period of time. Era experience wedi. What do you think what do you think is bringing these barriers? What is it that we need to change?
As bad as it sounds, obuzibu buli kuffe.
Fenga bakyala.
Buli kugwe Lilian.
Nzenga omukyala nzenga Lilian.
Nzenga Gift ya. Obuzibu tebuli koyo omuntu gobeera naye, obuzibu tebuli ku mukamaawo, obuzibu tebuli ku muzaddewo, obuzibu buli kugwe. Nga Lilian. Bw'ombuuzizza the past themes ze tubadde nazo mu Blossom.
Yes.
Zibadde zituleetera okwekebera.
Okwekubamu torch.
Okwekubamu torch. Kye tutayagala. Ekyo kyo tetukyagala. So every time you do not want to dig deep into your life.
Yes.
Ojasigala obwotyo because like you don't know what you have to change, what you do not have to change. Kiri mukulemesa, but you always your own limitation. Bino ebirala byonna, of course, they can be just contributory factors.
Okay.
That okay, I want to start a business, but I don't have the capital. Then you start to think again, how can I get the capital? But it all goes back to you, not to anyone, not onto anything. It all goes back to you. So I'm thinking if you say that. What are the barriers? Barriers have been there. They have existed over time. Is it culture? Because we look at the different cultures that okay, yeah, culture, society, the society expectations and all that. For example, I'd give an example. They will tell you that bosomenyo ngomuchala. It is useless. Yeah. You're going to fail on your marriage. You're going to fail. But you have to go back, and that's why I say that self-discovery, like discover yourself. For you, what is it? What is your belief system? What you teach your kids, that the narrative is out there. That, okay, if you've really studied, you can't be a good wife. Maybe you can't be a good daughter or whatever it is. But then for me, in my head as Gift, I'll be like, actually, I can be everything. I can study and I can make a good wife. I can study and I can make a good sister. I can study and I make a good daughter.
But at times we fail to balance the two, or to balance all these.
Yeah, that's why I took you back to show you the other circle that we had to put down. Tulabe buli omu amanyo gataddewa na wa woyinza striking a balance. Because you like it or not, you'll have to strike a balance. So you will have to know, how do I strike a balance? I'll give an example. There was someone that told me when we were having that discussion, and then she says that I think for me, my life is like she's been so much onto her career and her God that she's neglected the family. And she's like, bwetuva mu Blossom eno nzirayo kwetondera mwami wange.
Atenga kituufu kubanga omukyala bw'abeera nga tugeze mu kulembeze mu kanisa ne bw'abanga worship leader or anything. Obudde obuwaayo nnyo eri tomisinga na training. Obudde obuwaayo nnyo eri weesanga ng'ate n'amaka ogalese. Because omusumba bajja kwetaaga mu buli service bw'obanga gwe okulembera okusinza, of course oba olina okubeerawo.
Okay, still I would say I don't want to talk for marriages, but this is what I believe.
Yes.
I would say that marriage will always come first because that is your first ministry. Though I'm not here to talk for marriages.
Yes, yeah.
But for that case, I feel like for me, if you're asking me, I would say that marriage will come first. Even God knows so well. That is my first ministry. So these other things now, it is me to really find a balance. Because we've also had people that complain, okay, this person is so good in ministry, so good at church, but at home, it is a mess. Then I mean, how are you going to serve other people when you can't serve in your own house?
Then at Kati, tuli mu 21st century, how can a woman blossom with purpose? Mukyasa kino ekyabirimu ekimu nga obuvunaanyizibwa bungi obukutambulirako.
I think that's why we need to come for the summit.
Mugenda tusomesa butya bwe tubibalansinga.
We need that balance. We need it. Tukwagala obeere nga you are spiritually alert. You connect with your God all the time. We would want you, if you're married, your family is intact. If you're into career, your career is intact. Like
complaining.
It goes back to you to now. You have to redefine. You have to redefine certain things, and redefining certain things, it has to be done over and over. It's not something you do for 1 year and you're done. No, it is something you have to do actually every week. You redefine it that, okay, at work I have this responsibility, at home there is this, at church there is this, in my family, like mbazade bange, I have to do this and this. Redefine it and see how am I going to go, like where you need to seek help, seek help. if you ask me that there are so many barriers and how can we thrive in this 21st century, let me tell you, there are people that are thriving and they have done it all. Yeah. They are into career, very family oriented, they are into business, they have found their purpose, like they are ministering. They have done it all, like they are thriving. I wouldn't say that they do not have challenges. Yes. They have challenges, because challenges won't be there. It's just unfortunate that these days, whenever challenge shows up, we are like, my mental health is at stake. Okay. Like, my mental health. But, you know, challenges are there to awaken us, to, you know, to actually even keep our mental health intact. Kubanga wobera wonga, like you're just sailing and all that, you don't know where your extremes can be like. So you need those challenges to shape you. Okay. To know how to do better. Okay. To know when you can let go and not let go. So we need them. So, but there are women that have done it all, and I believe we can all do it.
But my next question, because kateno season yako satu, utagese season 1, utagese season 2, katry now tuliko season 3. Is there a way organizing this Woman Blossom Summit shaped your personality?
My personality? Yeah, it did.
For the good, for the best, for the worst?
It did, for the good. Oh. It did for the good. One of the things that Woman Blossom gives us, the participants, is sisterhood, a sense of belonging. Like, you happen to open up. You happen to, you know, like get out of your comfort zone and want to connect with other people.
You share as women and talk about what is bothering you. You share as women.
Yeah, we talk about things like, now leave alone this sharing. Of course, the society has it that women maybe walaba bachala omuba babiri basatu bali mu lugambo, like that kind of thing. But this is not lugambo, and I believe each one of us should get past that. Like that, I'm meeting with Lilian, let's discuss something really important, not the other lugambo, what we should call as lugambo. So as we come for Blossom, we come to learn from each other. And remember, we don't have all the time. You come to meet for 1 day. Okay. You've come to meet for only 3 days. You need to utilize those days. You need to learn from each one of, like, ababantu bonna. Like, you learn something from them, connect with them, make a friend, like, connect with people. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, maybe your government, I have this barrier, this is a barrier. There is someone that is, you know, past that barrier.
You see, there are men who don't believe in us women coming together and sharing all this. Kati goyinza kubagamba ki, because waliwo abami abamu abatakimanyi tabachala bwe bakungana mu conferences nga zino ebivaayo biba birungi oba n'abakyala abamu oba n'abawala abamu abatabimanyi. Obagamba ki kirungi ki ekiri mu kukungana mu kugenda mu conferences nga zino okubaako ebyokuyiga bye bafunayo?
Natandise nga ngamba nti I'm not advocating for men, because I know if I advocate for women, men benefit them more. Yes. Yeah. So just imagine having, if you're married and you have kids, like you have a family you're taking care of, and you've learned, like you've gotten to know better. Like you've learned to do certain things, you've learned to behave a certain way, you've learned to reason out things a certain way. Like, who benefits the most? People in your home, not so.
benefiting.
So I feel like the insecurity of if women move out there, maybe over, you know, they're not doing things that are productive. I think that is history now. Okay. Yeah, that is history now. I want to believe that whenever people gather, like whenever, like for example in Blossom, we've come to learn. We've come to shake off things. We've come to want to go back better. Okay. And for me, the getaways, I usually tell my participants that, like when they go back home, because like I said, it's been usually away, like they come for days. I usually encourage them, just make sure, like when you go back home, represent us well. because some are married.
Era mbale nakubuuza nti oba following up okumanya okay mu summit eno mulimu abakyala bwe bati ne bwe bati era twasoma ku kino na kino ne kati omwaka guyiseewo oba ebiri. Is there anything different kye bakoze mu society oba ne gye bali saawa zino?
Yeah, I follow them up. So what happens, buli ajja in a particular season, avaawo ne partner. So you move with that partner for just that 1 year. So when we come back for another season, that partner has changed. Yeah.
Waina kululi toddamu mufuna.
Yeah, toddamu mufuna. We're two jam season 3 and you be my partner. You shouldn't expect that I'll be your partner in season 4. Like I'll get someone else. Wemba simanyi, but I'll get that other person. So of course I do the follow up, but also these partners. If you are my partner, nze kinyambako kubanga I keep in contact. Yeah, I keep in contact. So I keep asking each one of them, how is your partner? How are you guys holding up? Whatever you said for the year, how far? Like we do those check-ins. Yeah, over and over. And I personally make sure that I check on each one of them. I try to check on each one of them. But what I said that I usually say, especially if we have marrieds that have joined us, we always have singles and marrieds. We have those that are really advanced because we're looking at all age groups up to 6 and 65. Yeah. So whenever they come, for me, my prayer is especially now for the married women. I'd be like, please, when you go back, make sure you represent us well. Tetwagala muddeyo omwami achawe Blossom.
Gikozese bulungi.
Yeah, tetwagala oddeyo ate omwami achawe Blossom abenga takyayagala kuwulira linnya eryo.
Takyayagala kusindika kujja.
Yeah, nga takyayagala kusindika kujja. Or even n'okugiwulira nga agamba, that thing, like, you know, oba yayonona amaka gange or something. We'll be like, when you go back, do your best. Make sure you, like, let that man see that something has happened.
Ffe ng'abawala abato oba abakyala abato kyanjawulo ki kye tufuna buli we tugenda mu conferences zino ba summits zino ezirimu abakyala abatubuulira oba aboogera naffe twawukana tutya n'abaana abakyala abatagenze eyo yadde completely?
That is dependent. You can come and go back the same. Thank you. Yeah. You can come and go back the same. We've always attended conferences. We've attended gatherings where they teach things and teach, and you go back to the real Lilian. Like, you'll be like, I'm comfortable here. I'm okay here.
Oba nenkikolako nnaku bbiri.
Oba nenkikolako ennaku bbiri nenkivaako. So when I was making a call for this season, actually even from season 1, I said, if you are intentional about growth, like nga owulira, I would love to have everyone, but I wouldn't want to have everyone. I feel like I would want that person nga awulira ina jalaga. The other people I want in the room. Like you feel like I need a certain progress. I need to tap into something.
Nzireko somewhere.
Like mbereko wendaga. Naye omuntu anajanga, I've just come to attend. Okay, let me learn. You never know. That mind, I feel like someone, if they are having such a mind like now, they should work on it, because that will not work for us. You're going to come in a room, they've even paid their money, like, I need to learn something, like something has to change. So just imagine you move away with such a person, like partner, accountability partner.
Yeah,
so I would say that this is not just any other Saturday that you move out of your house, look pretty and come show up. No, we're not coming to show up. Just like the theme is, we've come to break grounds. We've come to deal with certain things. And we do not have much time. It's only one day. So that means the work has to start then. Everyone is welcome. Natandise ngamba irrespective of your background. Oba olina omulimo oba toyina, trust me, by the time you just make a mistake and come into the room.
Kati olulimi olugenda okwogerwa mu summit eno lukwata ku bantu bonna abamanyi oluzungu n'abatamanyi luzungu?
Lubakwatako.
Tebagenda kulekebwa bbali.
Tewali agenda kulekebwa bbali. But kyenjagala okemphasizinga nti buli agenda okujja ajenga oba ataddeko ne tubiyita bite bigendererwa.
wayagala ebigendererwa bye ng'omuntu byayagala
abitekere maaso ga Mukama gambe Mukama njagala wenviira mweno summit kino na kino nga bwe ntandise nga ngamba tuyina ebibuuzo Lilian, you have questions that you've never gotten answers to. Webuziza ebibuuzo, webuziza lwaki kino kiri bwe kiti, lwaki siri bwe nti, lwaki nze kino, lwaki, like all those questions. Biteeke wansi. You never know. By the time you leave the summit, bijja kuba biddiddwamu.
So kati omuntu ayagala okujja mu summit eno alina kusasula ssente mmeka?
Ssente tuli mu kusasula si nnyingi. Emitwalo 5, 7 n'emitwalo 10.
Kati bano batuula kusinziira ku ssente ze basasudde oba?
Ffenna tugenda kutuula wamu, tewali kusinziira ku ssente, ffenna tugenda kutuula wamu, naye initially emitwalo 5 gyali gyaba abayangu okusasula.
Be bayita ba early bird.
Ba early bird. So abasasudde later on,
abasasulira ku mulyango ne early bird weggwerako
ya 7. Then abali ku mitwalo 10 we expect to give them something. So fenda bagenda okujja, we shall have tujja kuba ne lunch.
Sente zino zensasudde?
Kwezo sente zosasudde.
Ekyemisana nkisuubire.
We're going to have lunch. But abana babasasudde b'emitwalo 10, they might move out with something like a small package. So tebirimba okutuula bano bali bwe bati bano bwe bati. No.
Omukolo guli luddawa oba summit eno eri luddawa?
Tugenda kuba ku Grand Global Hotel eri ku Sapolo Kagwa Road opposite Makerere the Western Gate.
Awe tugenda okubeera olwo tulina kutuuka ssaawa mmeka?
Tutuuke bukyali ssaawa 2.
Tuzuukuke
nga bukyali. Abalina abaana baleke nga babateeseteese kuba bajja kuddayo later in the evening ssaawa 10 so osobola okuleka ng'oteeseteese waka kubanga omanyi olunaku lwonna togenda kubeerawo.
Olwo mu summit eno bintu ki bye tulina okusuubira? Nga nze ayagala okuattending oba nze ayagala okubeerawo nsuubire ki mu summit eno? Era baani aboogezi?
Aboogezi kantandikire ku boogezi. Tulina emiramwa egy'enjawulo. Omulamwa gwaffe omunene guli ku breaking grounds. Nga bwe nakugambye twagala tuddeyo, we identify the grounds, then we can break them. Naye ekigambo breaking kinene. It's a big word. The breaking is already like a big word. Ground kyennyini nakyo kigambo kinene. So osooka ne weebuuza which grounds ki ze breaking. Then bw'omala ze identifying, then you find those that resonate with you ng'omuntu bweze resonatinga naawe. So mu miramwa gye tuyinamu, I'll start with the speakers. I'll start with myself. Ngenda ku addressing omulamwa gwa investing in our mental health as a foundation for our flourishing. Investing is okuteekamu. So yinza okuteekamu sente obudde, like okuteeka any kind of kuteekamu. We shall define that kuteekamu mu mental health yaffe. Kubanga it is the foundation ya bino byonna bye tugenda okuyiga. Ne bw'onajja n'oyiga naye nga mentally obwongo bwo tebusobola comprehending whatever it is that is being studied in the room. Tujja kuba tekirina kye tukoze. So we need also to learn that bit. How do we invest in our mental health? Because it is the foundation. Whatever you will become, it is dependent on that. Then tujja kuba ne just
nze ndabyeko Dr. Musenero ate alinnyo mu science ne technology.
Tugenda kuba ne Dr. Musenero, Minister wa Science, Technology ne Innovation. Ng'oyo ye yagenda okuba omugenyi waffe omukulu. Kati ekiri kye nkugambye bw'ogamba nti tunakikola tutyanga barriers nyingi. I want to show you there are women that have gotten past those barriers. Dr. Musenero would be a best example to people that are pursuing career and still want to be family oriented and still want to serve she's serving, very family oriented.
Yeah.
At the same time, she's so much into career. So whatever you think that, no, I can't dream that big. If you come and learn from such people, you will have to like, you will end up, you know, dreaming big. It is the environments. Buli wobeera nga abantu bobeeramu tebakuchallenginga, it is hard for you to even want to think big. So, but if you're in an environment where people are challenging you to do better, I feel like that is the best place to be in. Okay. For each one of us. So, our guest of honor, Ajakuba Dr. Msenero. Then we shall have our other speaker, Pastor Sandra Bayingana. She's a minister. She's also a career-oriented person. She's a civil engineer.
Wow. Bano bonna bachala bamaanyi.
Bonna bachala.
Nalabyeko Dr. Hilda Bahati.
So for Dr. The guest of honor will have to officially launch Woman Blossom Initiative. So we shall officially be out there that, this is it, as an initiative, as a movement for women that are going to bloom and be fruitful. Then Pastor Sandra Jakuba, one of our speakers, and she will also talk about breaking the barriers, birthing new realms. Like I said, there is something new that can come out of you. So that is the topic that she's going to discuss. Tugenda kuba ne Dr. Bahati Hilda, and she's also going to address the point of purpose, identity, and destiny. Because at the end of the day, you need to identify who you are. You need to get to know who you are, and then you can be able to tap in your destiny. Then we shall have Coach Adela Agaba, and she's going to talk about the harvest principle. Okukungula. Harvest is kukungula.
Kukungula, yes.
Yeah, the harvest principle. Okungula otya. You've sown a seed, ozosiga ensigo, ozokola, ogamba nkoze kino na kino naye nga sinafunamu
results.
Yes. Yeah, so she's going to teach us about the harvest principle, ofuna otya ezo results, biki by'olina okukola, the underground work. Then we shall have Dr. Eunice Adubango. She's like I said, people are into ministry, people are into family, people are into career. She's also an engineer, but also a minister at the same time. So she's going to address the topic of rebuilding the broken vessels. Yeah, rebuilding the broken vessels for you to be able to tap into your purpose, your passion, and be able to prosper in today's generation. So why rebuilding the broken vessels? Like I've told you, some of us, we've been so broken from time immemorial. I think if we say broken, abantu abali into relationships or love, they understand it better. Yes. When you get broken, you'll be like, I'm done with that area. Because you're so broken. Yeah, you're so broken. So some of us are broken in our families. In your, live alone husband and wife. But family over. It is too broken. There is no... like you're so broken in your career. You're so broken at your workplace. People just show up because of the money, but like they are so broken, there isn't nothing more to it. So we want to rebuild every broken wall. Is it in your relationship? Is it in your career? Is it like, where is it? Where is that broken wall? Yeah. Then we shall have we have a gentleman that is also part of the team. Yes, is Apostle Mali Jonathan, who is a pastor of Petra Full Gospel Church. He's also a doctor, a medical doctor. So you're seeing we're having people that are into ministry, career, but also all these people are married.
Kati bono eno pano yonna wajjo talk selection okay, no mwetaga ku pano.
If you look at each one of them and their areas that they're going to handle, I think they resonate well with them.
Oh, yeah.
If someone that is I'll give an example. Okay, let me give you an example for Dr. Mali. His theme is the power to build from brokenness to becoming. Yeah. Okay. Anyone that is into a medical field, omuntu yenna ali mu field y'obusawo asobola okutegeera okujja ekintu ku zero. Ne bakuwa omulwadde nga aweddeyo completely ali wasted. Naye nga bakeyateeka bali wali mu waiting room bakulinza omukomyewo nga mulamu.
Obawa amawulire agasanyusa nti kituufu akyali mulamu.
Kituufu akyali mulamu. Some of us are in families nga bazadde batuvaako. Like, oyo Lilian, jali, okay, like.
Akimanyi oli mulamu, naye ebirala byonna ebisukka awo tebimukwatako.
For them you're too broken. So we want to come from brokenness to becoming that even your family members will be like, oh wow, Lilian has become something. So banobona, whatever topics that they have, they resonate with them. Like it is I feel like each one of them, it is their calling.
Okay.
If you look at Dr. Bahati Hilda, that is her purpose, identity. Like, that is who she is. If you look at Coach Agaba, that is who she is. Like she's so oriented into harvest and business and all that. Like each one of us. For me in mental health, like that is who I am. Like I'll think mental health, everything it will be about it. Yes, so it is each one of us standing their expertise to be able to address that theme of breaking grounds, but in a different niches.
Is there a dress code for the summit? I would say conferences, events, what about dress code? So is there a dress code? Is there a particular dress code for this summit?
A dress code?
Yes.
Okay, let me even look into the camera. Is there a dress code? No. Someone is waiting to agambe yambala ekiteteeyi skirt.
Yambala ekiteteeyi kyokka skirt
ne blouse. No.
Tell you dress code.
We're going to have an heavenly kind of dress code. Just make sure.
Ng'oyambadde by'oyambadde bikuweesa ekitiibwa.
Yes, just make sure you dress so comfortable that you'll be able to. Okay, just put it at the back of your mind that before even I speak to anyone, I'm being represented well from the outlook.
Okay.
So just make sure you're smart. Just make sure you're comfortable for that day, because it's going to be a long day. So whatever you choose to put on, just make sure it is comfortable on you and it can carry you throughout the whole day. If you like heels and you're comfortable to be in your heels the whole day, do that. If you're not a heels person, find a shoe that is decent, that is comfortable.
Ekuwa emirembe.
Ekuwa emirembe. Saga tugambe nti twagala heels like also.
Akakondo kakone mu hole.
But if you like heels, please do your heels. Then I would also say just don't carry a lot of luggage. Oba put a bag a bidi oba like a bag.
Emigugo jena mitonoko.
Emigugo
butono nnyo.
Yeah, jangu no buntu butono nnyo. Just carry a note, the notebook. Please carry a note. Forget your bag. And come with a notebook.
Era bana inakubuuza nti ng'oggyeko ssente ezenzija nazo okusasula wali biki ebirala byenzija nabyo?
Carry your notebook and a pen.
Okay.
But first and foremost, please carry your brain into the room.
Tajireka ku mulyango, tajireka ku gate. Oba tajireka ewaka gye naye.
Nnyonnyola ntya mu Luganda?
No, jangu n'obwongo obupackaginze bulungi nyo oli ready kuyiga.
Thank you. Jangu n'obwongo oli ready okuyiga. I don't know how I can emphasize this, but I feel like I want us to learn.
Okay.
In this generation that we're in, ignorance is expensive. It is too expensive.
Yes.
Obutamanya, bully costly. Like it will cost you a whole lot of things. It will cost you opportunities. It will cost you friendships.
Because
abantu abagenda okujja mu room bagenda sijagamba kukyawa, but they will let go of certain friendships because they do not resonate with the mind they have picked in the room.
Yes.
So omuntu bw'oba omanyi, if you have that knowledge, that is already how can I call it? It's a big milestone achieved.
Okay.
It's a big one. You don't even need to wait for you to buy a car to be like, okay, I've achieved something. Just acquire that knowledge. That is a very huge milestone. And you'll stand out different. So let's come ready to learn. But as we come to learn, please just don't come and be like, okay, come to Leo. Now the work will be after you attending. So the work will be after you attending.
Yes.
I wanted to emphasize that mukama wayogera kukukola oba wetwogera kukukola we usually think it's about waking up and go to our work places nti nzukusenze Lilian vude waka ngenze ku mulimo that is not work. Work is everything about you.
Gwenga gwe wokolera
buli kimu ekikwotorodde like that is work. And that's why me I like saying that I'm a work in progress because every day I feel like I'm working on something. I'm tackling a certain part of my life, like every day I'm doing the work. So work is not where we wake up and go and earn money. That is not only the work. The work is even what you think about when you are with yourself. The work is how you handle your body, like we do the work. So after we get done with the summit, I'd encourage us, let's go back and do the work.
Mu byonna byonna nga discussion eno etambula njagala akamwenyumwenyu kooteekako buli bw'oyogera ku summit eno. But obaddeko ne season 1, season 2, season 3. What is that exciting thing ky'olaba nti ku mulundi guno obaoliawo kyekiri mu summit eno ya season 3? Because essanyu lyokka ly'olina n'akamwenyumwenyu kalina kye kategeeza wakaogera bingi nnyo.
Kogera bingi?
Yes.
Okay, the previous seasons I've not had many women. Yeah, there have been a few women.
Okay.
But of course the numbers have kept growing, and I liked the fact that women are trying to really invest in themselves. And I want to appreciate the man that also invests in them. Like I said, we usually have married people.
Yes.
So, and last season when we were going for that getaway, one of my participants, omwami we yamuvuga n'amuleeta ku mmotoka we twali tuviira. Kuba, like, he had to drive her, n'amuleeta, n'agamba n'ogamba, Gift oli wandi mukuwa mukyala wa.
Mukwasizza mu butongole.
Yeah.
Yes.
And like, I'm like, tweyanziza nnyo ssebo. I had to make sure I tell that my participant, omwami wakukeezezza, n'akuleeta ku mmotoka. Yalina n'omulinda mpaka etwasimbula. He wanted to see us setting off. Yeah.
Yes.
Nemugamba, please when you go back, make sure it's been worth it. It's been worth his energy bringing you here. Yes. So, okay, I was saying that I like the fact that women are investing in themselves now to learn, not to just, waste time. But also I appreciate the men that are putting in the work to support those that are married, like to support their women to come and attend these things. So why I'm happy is my previous seasons, I've really had intentional women.
Okay.
Very intentional women. Already they are established. Sometimes you might think, biafa batanaba, or maybe you are still a single person, you're still juggling like career, oshayagala okwetereza, bina kuba biafa. But if you realize that even people that you think are established, like, are coming to learn again, you're like, atinze Gift ndi kuki.
Yajja mu season yasooka azze mu yokubiri ne mu yokusatu mwetegefu nnyo.
Ne mu yokusatu yetegese okuja. So why I'm so happy, I feel like apparently, like right now, the people that have registered, of course, it is past the number I anticipated.
Oh.
Yeah.
So fakati tulinga event abagimaliriza edda.
Yeah, it is really past the number I'd planned for, and that is okay.
Yes.
But also I like the fact that they are amazing women. I think that is the joy I have, that they are amazing women and they are being intentional about themselves.
Okay.
And if you be intentional about you, the other people will always benefit. You've not invested in you, you've not worked on you, you've not learned, you've not gotten the experience and the exposure.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, so tulina abakyala abakola naye nga yali agadde okubeera part of this summit. Ayinza kutandikira wa taasange ng'ate aboogezi abakulu bamaliriza.
Era aboogezi bagenda kutandika ku makya nnyo.
Okay.
We're starting, like I said, we're starting as early as 8. So we shall have them start from 9.
Okay.
Because there are many, So we shall start from 9, baja kutandika, from Koshadela, like all the way, up to 1.
So mukolo gwonna gwakutwala the entire day oba gwasawa busawa?
It's going to be the entire day.
Okay.
But the first from 9 to 1:30, it will be the speakers.
Oh.
Then after that, we shall have lunch. Then after lunch, we shall again have the speakers back, but now addressing people's questions. It will be an interactive session. Then after that, we shall get into the launch of having the guest of honor take on the activity. Then after, we shall finalize. So I feel like people should attend the morning session. But I would still want you to attend the afternoon session, but as well. Because now the afternoon session, it is also you now, okay, if you've gotten that knowledge, but you also want to connect with other people. You would want to, you know, like get new contacts, like meet new people, learn from other people, because there are going to be different people in the room. So we need to take use of that summit to also, you know, get out of our comfort zones. So yeah, someone should come. You said abakola. Abakola.
As a day off.
I wish, I was telling someone of I was telling someone of number ya mukama musabe. But ndeyo mwegayirira kumpe. Over like after when the summit is done, ajakulaba whether you need a punishment or not. After when the summit is done, oyinza okudayonga. You better. Okay. So I feel, I don't know, but I think they should talk to their bosses nicely. But Baba Sabe, Baba Sabe, at least, okay, as well, not Sabe you up to lunchtime. I got me pay you up to lunchtime, then I can come to work in the afternoon. But also, if I'm the boss, I would let my and there's some cause like I said, if I'm informed, my boss benefits a lot. The business will benefit a lot. Never nasigalanga njija kumulimone mindset ribanange njija buzikufuna musente tofunamu. So you need to have a person that is really into it. That is willing to move on your vision and your dream for your company. So you would need them to have the knowledge. So so I would ask the bosses, Bambi, for only this day, Moba kiddies, give them at least half a day, let them come, learn, and come back. Or they can even compensate for that day. Asobola gamba ndokuwa dora Saturday, so woba do ina leave for 24 days. Tujakuwa 23 days. Let's find our way. But now it goes back now, like, okay, let me leave the boss. So Ayagalo, could you please go back and talk nicely to your boss? Like, not start behaving nice, but please talk to them nicely, and I believe they can accept. Wabo kola nabami, osobolo kusaba one of your workmates omwami. Now unless it's of course I know there are some of us, especially the business owners, business tegala ekola Monday to Monday. Or you're like, okay, we'll pay. Some people were asking for the stream, for the live stream. But we're not going to live stream, so we need everyone in the room. Because I've also had a challenge that for people that are not in Uganda but want to attend.
Era mbadde ngenda kuba kubuuzaako abo nti mulinga ababalese emabega naye nga tebagala okubeera part.
Tubalese emabega, but the next season we shall plan for them well. But for this season, I think we're only dealing with the physical participants, people that are into the room. Tutambula fenna tunatera okubanga tuwonzeka show yaffe olunaku olwaleero. Nja kwebaza omukyala Birungi Farida. Thank you so much for watching. Agambye watching and learning. God bless you ladies. Thank you so much. Era agambye ali ready okubanga attending season 3 ya Woman Blossom Summit. Again okubeerawo ng'ennaku z'omwezi 5 omwezi ogwa July. Feel Nature agambye nti what an incredible woman. Thanks for organizing. Alan from Kololo. Bwate bategezeza Kobunyena Kobu agambye nti ali mu kulaba era alabira Kasubi wasezedde okubanga ate tulaba goal. Agambye thanks so much for the show. It's so educative. Thank you so much, our viewers, for watching. Drop in your comments. Zimungenda kumanzi itaitamuko ku Facebook because abamu mulimu kwebaza abalala mubuuza mukolo gwaddi byonna ebyagenda kubanga abidamu. But also waliwo ngambye nti ffe abali mu Western Uganda teka kijayina erife
awo wenyini wenjagala tutandikira omukolo gwa ddi era yongera okukkaatiriza ku nsonga eyo ey'ensimbi ze balina okusasula nga bayingira.
Abali mu Western Uganda?
No, abagenda okuatendinga tubatandikira.
Okay. Abagenda okuatendinga tuli mu kusasula. Okay, to everyone that is watching that show, ali mu kulaba program. Tusobola osasula emitwalo 5. For
now.
Because it was for early bird, it had passed. But if someone is watching the program, they can still pay
50,000.
Yeah.
Nafuna ticket ye.
Yeah, so ojaziba wa ticket.
Okay. Yes, tickets nja kubanga nzibatusa ko bulungi nnyo.
Lilian ajaziba tusa, so they can pay the 50k. Like I said, the 50k is catering for their lunch, part of
lunch. Then no kuyiga omuntu kwagenda okuyiga.
Then no kuyiga. So the others, if you want VIP, you can pay 100,000. But then the ordinary bonaja call renyini, like Saturday, which is the 5th of July, you'll pay 70,000.
Okay. Abantu wali abali mu Western Uganda oba abali mu bitundu by'eggwanga ebyenjawulo abagala okubeera part of this.
Okay, so abantu abatali within Kampala, I think I've already I've had a team that is the team that is I have women that have already put themselves together from side Masakano kweyongerayo.
So kumundo gujjo nagitambuzaako ebenge eva mu Kampala.
Okay, no, not for this season. Omulundi ogujja. For now I can't tell that, but I'm saying bobo yagala okuja, you can still come for this one. Like I said, we're starting at 8. Bobo like Jinja, wherever, like you can take a bus early or you can drive early. Noja, but also bobo la tusobola kera, tusobola tugamba, we can organize awokusula tusobola botumanyisa nga bukyali noja a day before, that is a Friday, tusobola ku accommodation, then after Saturday you go back.
Okay. Njagala mudakika zinento
for next year. So like I said, this is a summit, it's a one-day summit, but we have a getaway that is going to be 3 days in November. So anabatasobodde kuja mu summit, they can prepare to come for a getaway in November. It will be a 7th to 9th November, but it's not going to be in Kampala.
So tickets bazijjawa watuufu before ki basobola kubanga bafuna tickets
tusobola zifuna ku Google TV, that is Kumakere Full Gospel Church, or I can read them the number that
we basobola kubanga bafuna tickets oba ayagala okubukinga ekifo kye wasobola okubanga atuuka.
Okay, a number is 0705 285 057. 0705 285 057. So basobola kuba kwe number baja batusako tickets.
Okay. Tugenda kubanga tuwunzikira wano olunaku olwaleero naye njagala owunzike ng'oddamu ekibuuzo kino. Woman Blossom Summit ogiraba wa mu myaka ng'etaano egijja mu maaso?
Woman Blossom Summit, myaka 5 from now. I see every woman in Kampala here and every part of Uganda and across Africa coming to attend the event. Osanga in 5 years from now, President ajatuwa wale kolole.
Tubene ekintu ekinene.
Tubeeraawo. But every year it's a very amazing experience, and in 5 years to come, I think it would be, you know, like it will be a global kind of event.
Oinako ebitongole bipartnerize naawe ku nteekateeka eno?
Ninako.
Oh, okay.
Partners, Ninako Google TV. Ninako TAS, Touch Us So Ministries. Ninako Viwoma Farms. Ninako Lady Margaret First Beauty. It's a beauty kind of farm. Then Ninako El Shaddai Medical Services. Then Ninako Makere Full Gospel Church. Petra Full Gospel Church. And Judy Park Communications.
Okyetaaga abalala oba?
Nkyetaaga.
Okay, tugenda kuba tuwunzikira wano naye nsaba obubaka bwo obuweereza eri omukyala tukulaba amacha g'olunaku olwaleero n'akatalekeka ku Women Blossom Summit.
Okay, njagala okwebaza buli mukyala na buli mwami abadde ku program, but I want to start by thanking all the men that have been supportive. I've had men pay for their wives for this event, and I've had men just pay. They'd be like, like any woman can come and attend. I want to appreciate you so much. I want to appreciate the partners and those that are still coming on board. For the women that have registered, my heart goes out to you. Thank you so much for doing this for you and for your next generation. I want to believe and trust God that this is going to be a life-changing summit. I want to believe, and I want you to believe with me that your lives are not going to remain the same. This is not like any other Saturday for you. This is not like any other event for you. Like the theme is breaking grounds. We're going to dream again. We're going to go back to the drawing table and dream again. We're going to do things differently. We're going to show up differently. So I want to encourage you, come with your mindset to birth new things, to be a whole different person. And don't feel so bad about yourself when you go back into the community. It is okay. You can reintroduce and tell them, actually, I'm this kind of person. But also sometimes you don't need to reintroduce. People can see the change before you even tell them. So let us work towards that. It is very important to invest in our personal growth. And you attending the summit, that is a very big investment that you would have done for you, for your family members, for your bosses, for your employees and employers, for your husband, for your children, and for your future generation. Like, it will be amazing. You're not only doing it for you, actually you're even doing it for God. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Gift, for joining us this morning. No waka boba wadde kansubire gwe omukyala atudde waka omukisa guno tekugenda kubeera nga ate gukuyitako Women Blossom Summit Season 3 munange breaking grounds. Ebintu ebimu twetaaga okubimenya naye kyetaagisa gwe omukyala okusitukiramu, because gwe osinga okumanya obuzibu bw'oyitamu, obunafu bwe buli, era gwe mwennyini gwe ntandikwa ya buli kimu okukyuka. So kansabe obe nga ate ositukiramu tickets ku mitwalo 5 gwe asasula oba ali mu kulaba sheeno tasobola kubanga osasula emitwalo 5, right? Okubanga ofuna ticket y'obulungi nnyo naye gwe agenda osasulira ku mulyango gijja kubeera emitwalo 7.
Abalabye basobola okusindika message ne bakugamba. They watch the show.
Yes, please. N'otubuulira then nesobola okubanga akutuusaako ticket wonna w'oli. Oba gwe ayagala okubanga obooking akatebe ko ng'obudde bukyali, osobola okubanga oyita ku nnamba y'essimu eri 0705 285 057. 0705-285-057 nasobola kubanga ate ofuna ticket yonga obudde bukyali no booking ekifo kyo gwe emitwalo 10 suubirayo package ejja okujja after ng'omukolo guwedde. Omukolo gwa lunaku lulamba era aboogezi bayitirivu nnyo, tosaanidde kubeera nga ate osubwa omukolo nga guno. Ngenda kubanga mpunzikira no lunaku olwaleero okubasiibula n'okubategeeza nti tusinkana akawungezi k'olunaku olwaleero ku Voltage. Nsigadde nze Omumbejja Luwedde Lilian. Have yourselves a wonderful day.
The Alternative Dig Talk. Real issues, real